So a lot has happened. I filmed 3 videos and there was no audio on any of them. I had noticed I was starting to hear like the shutter sound, and like if I moved my camera around, the mic was picking that up, and I didn't want all of that extra like background noise. It's really distracting to me. It kind of ruins the quality of the video for me. So I started using the wind muffler. I think that's what it's called. It's like the little fuzzy thing that you put on top of your camera, and it's supposed to like diminish the sound of wind. And so I figured if it's diminishing the sound of wind, it will also like eliminate whatever shutter sounds or random camera sounds, and the mic won't pick it up. So I filmed those 2 videos. I go to edit them, and these were videos where I was not on camera, but I was like filming plants and I was talking as I was filming, like audio all throughout the videos, right? When I went to edit them, I realized that there was no sound on the videos. So then I panicked because I'm like, wow, this is 2 videos that I filmed, and they were like 20-minute videos. They weren't going to be 20 minutes when I posted them, but the unedited versions were 20 minutes long. So it was quite a lot of audio that I was going to go through to piece this video together, right? So I realized there's no audio. I figured it was because I did something wrong when I put the muffler or the wind thing on the camera. I took that off. I played with the settings. I did see that there was a setting that said the audio was turned off, but I figured I had resolved that when I took the thing out. And then I proceeded to film another video, a video like this one where I just kind of set the camera up and was just chatting. And that video was like 20 minutes long. There was still no audio. And I just noticed that this morning, and I recorded it over the weekend. I don't know, something made me check this morning, and I like quickly put the memory card in the computer and saw that there was like the video recorded, but there was no audio. And so I just did a test before continuing to like do a long little speech on this clip, and there is audio, thank goodness. But the last clip I have is totally lost. I'm going to try to remember everything that I said. This morning has just been a little bit chaotic, but I'm not going to let it get me down. This is just a moment in time. Life goes on. One thing I mentioned in one of the videos where there was no audio was that my Easter dinner was salmon and risotto. I was making risotto from scratch. I've never made risotto before. I made the risotto. I'll insert a picture of it. It was delicious. And I made it a little late in the evening. The recipe did say that the cook time for the risotto was going to be 45 minutes. And I thought that was kind of long, but it was actually longer when I was cooking it. Fast forward to this morning, I hop out of bed like Soulja Boy turning his swag on. And I remembered that I did not put the risotto in the refrigerator last night. Because it was cooling and I needed to let it cool. I can't eat it because it's bad now, and so that's really disappointing. And once I saw I like left the risotto out, I decided I was going to just make it again. It's no big deal. I made it once, I can make it again. And I didn't use any like crazy expensive ingredients. Fortunately, this was a very basic risotto. Now if I had used some lobster tail or something that was like market price, then like yeah, I would have been crying. But this was like a very, very basic risotto. The only thing I didn't have was an onion. This was all of the rice that I have left. You can't even really see. I don't know why I just showed that to you. You can't even tell how much is in the bag, but the recipe called for 1.5 cups. This is probably barely a 1/2 cup. So I decided to run to the grocery store this morning. Coco's looking at me because she wants some more food. So I ended up running to the grocery store this morning for a really, really quick trip and just grabbed an onion, garlic, more arborio rice, and that was it. I decided to treat myself, got a latte while I was out as a reward for not having a meltdown after leaving my risotto out and after discovering that my 3rd video in a row has no audio. And I'm trying to be consistent with my YouTube now, right? So that's a big deal because now I have to figure out a workaround. For the other 2 videos, they're just gonna be music with subtitles. I'm just gonna do that. That's gonna be the recipe for the next 2 plant videos, or for those 2 plant videos. But I also like to have these moments of like chit chat. I ended up getting skim milk, which I shouldn't have. I have a dairy intolerance. And I got skim milk because oat milk, they were charging $1.50 or something for like alternative milk. That's absurd. I was like, I'm gonna just drink this cow's milk today. So anyway, I talked about wanting to make the risotto in the video that I didn't have sound for. There was some other stuff. I think I talked about the last videos not having sound and how frustrating that was. I showed some flowers that I had just bought. I bought some irises. I bought some tulips. Here are the irises I got. I don't know what these are. I thought these were those asters, but maybe they're not. These are tulips. I also have some yellowish white wax flowers and some baby's breath. Okay, so these grew on me. They kind of look like butterflies in a field of flowers. That's the only reason why I like them now. But this shape just really didn't vibe with my spirit, but it's okay.